Hi, good morning. Here we are at a typical construction site, and we are going to talk about safety tips on construction activities. As we all know, International Labor Organization stated that the construction activity has the highest number of accidents. So, we are here to check on the hazard and we will make the necessary control over there. My name is Ashley. I am Department of Labor Employment, accredited occupational safety and health practitioner. We are here in a Pacifico construction activity to give you some tips on construction safety. Based on International Labor Organizational statistics, construction activities have the highest number of accidents relatively. So we are here to give you some pointers on how to prevent those kinds of things. So we're now talking about accidents. An accident is an unplanned event that could cause bodily injury and property damage whenever an accident happened. The building owner or the contractor will lose money in times of precious time and to the worst is, lives of the workers. And there are also legal impediments that would happen from DOL and other regulatory agencies. So what exactly about accident prevention or safety rules itself? It's a system of processes that could save lives and property. How we could do it safely. First thing we do is to identify the hazard. Hazard is anything or any processes that could cause injury or property damage. So let's look at the surrounding here. What do you see as a hazard? Number 1 is about the floor we're stepping on right now. It's scattered with messes. The area must be kept clean, so that it could prevent any tripping incident that could cause injury to the worker. Either their foot or head will be hurt. Number 2. Let's talk about the electrical. The electrical wire here was soaked in the water, which should be avoided. We all know that electricity and water should not mix. Once there is an open wire, the whole area will be electrified. That could cause electrocutions or electrical charge to the worker. Typical electrical installation during construction. Make sure it is installed by qualified and competent personnel who have the proper training with regards to electrical and with a certification to process. We have to rectify the electrical installation again from times to times.
This is one source of the fire. During construction, everything here is just for temporary, not permanent, so it may lack of safety considerations. Most construction fire accidents are caused by improper electrical installation. Number 3 is about the railings and the stairs. There should be a hand railing to prevent workers or visitors from falling down the stairs. There should also be a fence or keep warning signs in place to warn people from falling.
Number 4 is the protruding items on the site. These can cause bodily injury. All protruding pieces should be covered properly or being marked with a marker to notify the workers around. Something like this should be replaced. And right here shall be covered. Like this. This should be the path for workers, and it supposedly is cleared. There is so much construction debris here. For something like this, it's a tripping hazard. When a worker passed by, he properly won't notice it and stumbled. This is considered a tripping hazard. It should be covered and keep the pathway clear. Number 5. Here we can see big piles of unorganized construction debris. These should be held together and put under a temporary storage area. If there is a fire, what would happen to the workers upstairs? This is the only exit here with a big pile of mess blocking the way. How can the workers get down in time in case of emergency? It also adds the chance of getting a serious injury when there is a tripping hazard. Number 6. Always put on the right PPE. He is in full harness. The harness prevents the worker from falling over at the edge of the building. That is safety. Look at our worker here. He is in PPE. He wears a helmet to protect from head injury, puts on the gloves to prevent hand injury, and then he put on the boots. This is a proper worker outfit on a construction site. C. He is tied off so he can't fall. Number 7. Tidy up dangling wires. Another typical construction hazard here is the dangling wires. It should be tied up with a warning or yellow tape, so when the person passes by, he will notice and avoid the dangling wires. The wires like this here should be taped properly. Number 8. Keep good housekeeping of the working site. When we see the small room here, it is clean, with no debris or scattered. It is important to always aim to have good housekeeping on site to avoid any potential hazards. Good housekeeping practices can reduce a lot of tripping hazards. Number 9. The fire extinguisher is what we call the first line of defense against small fires. Every construction site must have the fire extinguisher ready for use. Unfortunately, this fire extinguisher has lost the pressure, so it is important to have your extinguisher checked every month. How do you check? Check the gates if this is on the green. Check the hook hose if there is any blockage. Flipping the extinguisher 3 times so that there is no powder inside her. And make sure it should be placed in an accessible area. Number 10. The evacuation plan. This is a typical alarm bell. This is used to notify workers of break time or end time. As per last, it also can be used for emergency alarms, in case there is fire accident in the construction site when someone sees a fire. Just beating the bell like this may warn the people there is a fire and move to the evacuation area. Here is several more additional information for construction site safety. 1. A construction site should have one certified safety officer, whose job is to oversee the health and safety of the worker. 2. A construction site should have an evacuation sign en route, so the workers will know the safe path for evacuation in case of emergency. And we always have safety planning being readily available.
So, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe to our video.